What do you think when you see a cute little hamster, bunny, or dog? I bet it's not an image of an animal all alone in a cage with red, swollen, irritated eyes while its eyelids are held open by clamps so it cannot blink. The image that I just described is the Draize eye test, commonly used by cosmetic companies to evaluate the irritation caused by shampoos and other products. My name is Carla Sinclair, and today I'm going to talk to you about animal testing and the regulations that surround it. There are 26 million animals in the U.S. used every year in painful experimental procedures by medical research facilities, cosmetic, food, and drug companies. Don't get me wrong, animal testing has contributed to many life-saving cures and treatments. In 1966, the Animal Welfare Act was signed into law. The Animal Welfare Act provides minimal protection for certain species, such as dogs, cats, guinea pigs, non-human primates, hamsters, and rabbits. Unfortunately, it excludes rats, mice, birds, reptiles, and amphibians, and that makes up 95% of the animals used in testing facilities today. Under the Animal Welfare Act, research institutions are required to establish an institutional animal care and use committee, an ethics committee, to oversee and evaluate all aspects of testing done on any animal, checking the animal's labs at least twice a year. They also report, respond, and investigate any and all complaints involving the care and use of the animals. The institutional animal care and use committee is required to have at least 3 members. One has to be a veterinarian, another has to be a person not affiliated with the facility who will provide representation for the proper care and treatment of the animals. The USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, enforces the Animal Welfare Act. The Animal Plant Health and Health Inspection Services Animal Care Program administers the Animal Welfare Act regulations and standards. The USDA only has 115 inspectors to oversee more than 7,750 research facilities. Now, with that number being so low and the amount of research facilities, it is nearly impossible to be able to properly check and investigate every research facility in the country. The USDA issues penalties and fines when a facility is not within regulations. A fine can be as much as $10,000, but for a multi-million-dollar research facility, those $10,000 fines are simply just the cost of doing business. Animals must be licensed and registered with the USDA. The sad part is the USDA has no jurisdiction over any facilities using animals not covered under the Animal Welfare Act. More and more people are pushing for alternatives to animal testing. There definitely are different alternatives because many countries have banned animal testing, like South Korea, India, and Europe. They all ban animal testing on cosmetic products. In many cases, alternatives are more reliable, effective, and more humane. Even though there are more regulations for animal research than for human medical research, no test can go forward without jurisdiction and great detail, reviewed and approved by the Institutional Animal Care and Use Committee. We're still failing these animals. Now, reviewing the Animal Welfare Act and what the purpose for that law, I think, is a step in the right direction. But unfortunately, we have still failed these animals. I think the technologies of today we can still make advances in the medical and cosmetic industry with procedures with minimal animal testing or none at all. There's lots of things that you can do. You can stop buying products that are used on animals. A lot of times you can see on the backs of things not tested on animals or things like that. We can just go ahead and stop buying certain products and stop do more research on where our products are coming from and what is used in them. And you can also write your state and your congressman and really, put a ban on animal testing, because it is not fair, it's not humane, and it doesn't help us as much as it should. Now with the technologies we have today, we can advance a lot farther with using different alternatives to animal testing. Thank you.